Good morning, students. In the previous class, we are discussing about the characteristic features of the bryophytes and the classification of bryophytes. In this class, we are going to discuss about another topic, that is pteridophytes. Next, we will go for the pteridophytes. Pteridophytes. So, we will come to this pteridophytes. What the pteridophyte that mainly includes? Okay, that is first. Pteridophytes that mainly includes are styles. Okay, these are mainly includes are styles or perms. So if these pteridophytes, say the pteridophytes that mainly includes are styles and as well as perms. So the pteridophytes were commonly called as first terrestrial plants. Pteridophytes are the first terrestrial plants. Pteridophytes are the first terrestrial plants. First terrestrial plants, that is nothing but land plants. ಭೂಮಿ ಮೇಲೆ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಬಂದಿರತಕ್ಕಂತ ಒಂದು ಪ್ಲಾಂಟ್ಸ್ ಯಾವುದು ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ pteridophytes. ಭೂಮಿ ಮೇಲೆ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಬಂದಿರತಕ್ಕಂತ ಒಂದು ಅನಿಮಲ್ಸ್ ಯಾವುದು ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ reptiles. ಹಂಗೆ ಫಸ್ಟ್ pteridophytes are the first terrestrial plants are land plants, and these plants the pteridophytes also consists of the first in pteridophytes only the first vascular tissues are developed. The pteridophytes in which in pteridophytes alle first vascular tissues were formed. Vascular tissues were formed. Yavada vascular tissues like xylem and as well as phloem. In pteridophytes, first vascular tissues were developed. Yavada xylem and phloem. Xylem is the water conducting tissue and phloem is the food conducting tissue. ಅದಕ್ಕೋಸ್ಕರನೇ ಈ pteridophytes ಅನ್ನು ನಾವು ಫಸ್ಟ್ ವ್ಯಾಸ್ಕ್ಯುಲರ್ ಪ್ಲಾಂಟ್ಸ್ ಅಂತ ಆದರೂ ಕರೀಬಹುದು, ಆರ್ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಟ್ರೇಕಿಯೋಫೈಟ್ಸ್ ಅಂತ ಆದರೂ ಕರೀಬಹುದು. ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಟ್ರೇಕಿಯೋಫೈಟ್ಸ್. ಹಾಗಾದ್ರೆ these pteridophytes are usually found in which kind of habitats? ಎಂತ ಒಂದು ಜಾಗದಲ್ಲಿರಬಹುದು, where they are usually occurred. These pteridophytes are usually found in moist, ತುಂಬಾ ತೇವವಾಗಿರತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಜಾಗದಲ್ಲಿ, ಮಾಯಿಸ್ಟ್, ಕೂಲ್ ಆಗಿರತಕ್ಕಂಥ, ತಣ್ಣಗಿರತಕ್ಕಂಥ, ಡ್ಯಾಂಪಿ ಮೀನ್ಸ್ ಈ ನೀರೆಲ್ಲ ಒಂದ್ ಕಡೆ ಧುಮುಕ್ತಾ ಇರುತ್ತೆ ನೋಡಿ. ಸೊ ಅಂತ ಡ್ಯಾಂಪಿ ಪ್ಲೇಸಸ್, ನೀರು ಯಾವಾಗಲೂ ಬಂದು ಧುಮುಕ್ತಾ ಇರುತ್ತೆ, ಡ್ಯಾಂಪಿ ಪ್ಲೇಸಸ್. ಮಾಯಿಸ್ಟ್, ಕೂಲ್, ಡ್ಯಾಂಪಿ ಅಂಡ್ ಶೇಡಿ ಏರಿಯಾಸ್. ಶೇಡಿ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ನೆರಳಿರ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಜಾಗ. ಮಾಯಿಸ್ಟ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ತೇವಾಂಶ, ಕೂಲ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ತಣ್ಣಗಿರ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಜಾಗ, ಡ್ಯಾಂಪಿ ಸಾಯಿಲ್ಸ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಯಾವಾಗ ನೀರು ಹರಿತಾ ಇರ್ತಲ್ವಾ ಅದನ್ನ ಡ್ಯಾಂಪಿ ಸಾಯಿಲ್ಸ್ ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ. ಅಂಡ್ ಇವನ್ ಶೇಡಿ ಏರಿಯಾಸ್, ನೆರಳಿರ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಜಾಗದಲ್ಲಿ. ಅಂಡ್ ಸ್ಯಾಂಡಿ ಪ್ಲೇಸಸ್ ಮೀನ್ಸ್ ಮರಳಿರ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಜಾಗದಲ್ಲಿ, ಸ್ಯಾಂಡಿ ಪ್ಲೇಸಸ್. ಸೊ pteridophytes are usually found in moist, cool, dampy, shady and sandy places. Sandy means ಮರಳಿರ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಜಾಗದಲ್ಲಿ ಹೆಚ್ಚಾಗಿರುತ್ತವೆ ಯಾವುದು ಈ ಒಂದು pteridophytes. So let us see another one is the plant body of the pteridophytes. The plant body of the pteridophytes were called as diploid sporophyte. Plant body, the plant body of the sporophyte. The plant body of the sporophyte. The plant body of the sporophyte. The plant body of the the plant body of the pteridophytes. The plant body of the pteridophytes were commonly called as sporophyte. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಏನು, ಯಾವ ಕಂಡೀಷನ್ ಇದು? ಡಿಪ್ಲಾಯ್ಡ್ is symbolized already to a whole bracket. The plant body of the pteridophytes were called sporophyte, and this sporophyte differentiated into this plant body were differentiated into roots ಇರ್ತವೆ, stems ಇರುತ್ತೆ, and one more is the leaves ಕೂಡ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. The plant body of the pteridophytes were called as sporophytes. Okay. And this plant body of sporophyte were differentiated into root, stem and leaves. Common ಆಗಿರುತ್ತೆ. Okay. And if you take this sporophyte, okay, mainly consists of leaves. Sporophyte ಅಲ್ಲಿ leaves ಇರುತ್ತೆ. So in sporophyte, in some in pteridophytes, okay, the leaves are called as sporophylls ಅಂತ ಕರೀತೀವಿ. In pteridophytes, the leaves are called as sporophylls. Sporophylls ಅಂತ ಕರೀತೀವಿ. So in some pteridophytes, the leaves are small in size. Such leaves are called as microsporophylls ಅಂತ ಕರೀತೀವಿ. In some plants, in some pteridophytes, the leaves are called the leaves are small. In some pteridophytes, the leaves are small. Such small size leaves are called macrosporophylls. Okay. ಇದಕ್ಕೆ ನೀವು ಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ ಸಲಾಜಿನೆಲ್ಲಾ ತಗೋಬಹುದು. ಸಲಾಜಿನೆಲ್ಲಾ example is ಸಲಾಜಿನೆಲ್ಲಾ, best example. But in some pteridophytes, the leaves are large. The leaves are large. Okay, ಕೆಲವು pteridophytes leaves ತುಂಬಾ ದೊಡ್ಡ ಸೈಜ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ಅವನ್ನ ನಾವು macrosporophylls ಅಂತ ಕರೆಯಬಹುದು. Macrosporophylls. ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ ಬಂದು ಫರ್ನ್ಸ್. ಇದಕ್ಕೆ ನೀವು ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ ಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ಫರ್ನ್ಸ್ ಅಂತ ತಗೋಬಹುದು. ಓಕೆ. See here, in pteridophytes, the leaves are called as sporophytes. In some pteridophytes, the leaves are small size. Were called the macrosporophylls. Example is Selaginella. But in some pteridophytes, the leaves are large in size. Were called the macrosporophylls. Example is ferns. ಅರ್ಥ ಆಯ್ತು ಅನ್ಸುತ್ತೆ. And here, so in why the plant body is called sporophyte? ಯಾಕೆ ಪ್ಲಾಂಟ್ ಬಾಡಿಯನ್ನು ಸ್ಪೋರೋಫೈಟ್ ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ ಅಂದ್ರೆ the sporangia present. ಇದರಲ್ಲಿ ಸ್ಪೊರಾಂಜಿಯಾ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ಸ್ಪೊರಾಂಜಿಯಾ present. ಎಲ್ಲಿ ಸ್ಪೊರಾಂಜಿಯಾ ಇರುತ್ತೆ? ಸ್ಪೊರಾಂಜಿಯಾ present on leaf-like appendages. Leaf-like appendages were called as sporophylls. Leaf-like appendages are called as sporophylls ಅಂತ ಕರೀತೀವಿ. See here, why the pteridophytes plant body is called as sporophyte? ಯಾಕೆ pteridophytes plant body ನಾವು sporophyte ಅಂತ ಕರೀತೀವಿ ಅಂದ್ರೆ because the sporangia present. Sporangia ಇರುತ್ತೆ. Now the sporangia present on ಎಲ್ಲಿ sporangia ಇರುತ್ತೆ? On the leaf-like appendages. Okay, ಇಲ್ಲಿರುತ್ತೆ the leaf-like appendages were called as sporophylls. So ನೋಡಿ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಅಬ್ಸರ್ವ್ ಮಾಡಿ ನೀಟಾಗಿ. So now these are called as the plant body of the sporophylls. You can take the sporophylls. Okay, sporophylls. See here, now these sporophylls, microsporophylls, and one more is macrosporophylls. Okay, now this microsporophyll consists of the sporangia, and macrosporophylls also consists of sporangia. So anyway, why the pteridophytes plant body is called sporophyte? Because of the presence of sporangia. Sporangia present on a leaf-like appendages were called as sporophylls. Sometimes what happened? All these sporophylls, ಒಂದೊಂದ್ಸಲ ಈ ಎಲ್ಲ sporophylls sometimes all these sporophylls they are arranged. ಸರಿಯಾಗಿ ಗಮನಿಸಬೇಕು. So sometimes all these sporophylls are get arranged and that forms a bone like that forms a compact structure. Okay, sometimes all these sporophylls are arranged and that forms a compact structure were called as cone or strobili. So detail that in some cases the sporophylls are arranged and that forms a compact structure were called as strobili. ಸ್ಟ್ರೊಬೈಲೈ ಆರ್ ಕೋನ್ ನೋಡಿ. ಈ ಟೈಪಲ್ಲಿ ಎಲ್ಲ ಸ್ಪೋರೋಫಿಲ್ಸ್ ಎಲ್ಲಾನು ಒಂಥರ ಕಾಂಪ್ಯಾಕ್ಟ್ ಆಗಿ ಅರೇಂಜ್ ಆಗ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ದಟ್ ಫಾರ್ಮ್ಸ್ ಎ ಸ್ಟ್ರೊಬೈಲೈ ಆರ್ ಕೋನ್ ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ. Now this forms a strobile or cone-like structure. Now this is called strobili or cone. Okay, strobile or cone. ಅರ್ಥ ಇದಲ್ವಾ? The sporangia present as leaf-like appendages are called sporopils. In some cases, now these sporopils are get arranged and that forms a compact structure or cone-like structure. Were called strobili or cone ಅಂತ ಕರೀಬಹುದು ನಾವು. The sporangia next ನೋಡಿ ಅಬ್ಸರ್ವ್ ಮಾಡಿ. ಇವಾಗ you can take this sporangia. Now this is called as sporangia. Sporangia. Sporangia where it is present and the leaf-like appendages called as sporopil. Sporopil ಮೇಲೆ sporangia ಇರುತ್ತೆ. Now this sporangia produces spores. ಈ sporangia ಏನು ಮಾಡುತ್ತೆ? Spores ಅನ್ನ produce ಮಾಡುತ್ತೆ. Whenever spores are produced and they are released onto the suitable substratum. ಯಾವಾಗ ಸ್ಪೊರಾಂಜಿಯಾ ಸ್ಪೋರ್ಸ್ ಅನ್ನ ಪ್ರೊಡ್ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಸ್ಪೋರ್ಸ್ ಅನ್ನು ರಿಲೀಸ್ ಮಾಡುತ್ತೋ ಆ ಸ್ಪೋರ್ಸ್ ಎಲ್ಲ ಬಂದು ಸೂಟಬಲ್ ಸಬ್ಸ್ಟ್ರಾಟಮ್ ಮೇಲೆ ಬೀಳುತ್ತೋ, ಸಾಯಿಲ್ ಮೇಲೆ ಬೀಳುತ್ತೋ. ಅಂಡ್ ದಿಸ್ what spores and these spores were developed into small multicellular what free living small multicellular free living photosynthetic okay what gametophyte were called as prothallus. ಅರ್ಥ ಮಾಡ್ಕೋಬೇಕು ನೀವು ನೀಟಾಗಿ prothallus. ಓಕೆ ಅಬ್ಸರ್ವ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಇಲ್ಲಿ. ಸೊ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ನೀವು ಸ್ಟ್ರೊಬೈಲೈ ಆರ್ ಕೋನ್ ನೋಡಬೇಕು ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಜಸ್ಟ್ ಯು ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಟೇಕ್ ಈಕ್ವಿಸಿಟಮ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಆಸ್ ವೆಲ್ ಆಸ್ ಲೈಕೋಪೋಡಿಯಂ ತಗೋಬಹುದು. ಈಕ್ವಿಸಿಟಮ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಲೈಕೋಪೋಡಿಯಂ. ಓಕೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನೋಡಿ, whenever the sporangia produces spores and the spores are released into the released and that falls on the suitable substratum. ಯಾವಾಗ sporangia spores ಅನ್ನು ಪ್ರೊಡ್ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡುತ್ತೋ ಆ ಸ್ಪೋರ್ಸ್ ಎಲ್ಲಿಗೆ ಸಾಯಿಲ್ ಮೇಲೆಗೆ ಸೂಟಬಲ್ ಸಬ್ಸ್ಟ್ರಾಟಮ್ ಮೇಲೆ ಬಿದ್ದಾಗ ಆ ಸ್ಪೋರ್ಸ್ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ ಗೊತ್ತಾ? and that spores were germinate and that forms into small multicellular photosynthetic okay gametophyte were called as prothallus. ನೋಡಿ ಈ ಟೈಪ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ just you can see the prothallus small multicellular okay photosynthetic okay small multicellular photosynthetic gametophyte were called as prothallus. ಇದೆ prothallus. ನೋಡಿ ಹಿಂಗೆಲ್ಲ ಮಲ್ಟಿಸೆಲ್ಯುಲರ್ ಮೆನಿ ಸೆಲ್ಸ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ, ಗ್ರೀನ್ ಕಲರ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ, ಫೋಟೋಸಿಂಥೆಟಿಕ್ ಇದು ಗ್ಯಾಮೆಟೋಫೈಟ್. ಇದು ಆ ಒಂದು ಗ್ಯಾಮೆಟೋಫೈಟ್ ಅಂತ prothallus ಅಂತ ಕರೀತಾರೆ. Now this prothallus consists of 6 organs. ಈ prothallus ಮೇಲೆ ಏನಿರುತ್ತೆ? 6 organs ಇರುತ್ತೆ. What are that 6 organs? You can take antheridium and as well as archegonium. Antheridium ಮತ್ತು archegonium ಇರುತ್ತೆ. Male 6 organ. Male 6 organ called as antheridium. Male 6 organ called as antheridia and female 6 organ called as archegonia. Male 6 organ called as antheridia and female 6 organ called as archegonia. Now this antheridia releases male gametes. ಇವಾಗ antheridia ಏನು ಮಾಡುತ್ತೆ? That releases male gametes. I said already biflagellated anthrozoids. The male 6 organ antheridia releases male gametes. Male gametes ಯಾವುದು? antherozoids. Antherozoids. Now whenever these antherozoids are released and the antherozoids reached to the archegonium, archegonium ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ರೀಚ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ and that fuses with egg. ಓಕೆ ಫೀಮೇಲ್ 6 organ ಇರತಕ್ಕಂತ ಒಂದು ಎಗ್ ಅನ್ನ ಫ್ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡುತ್ತೆ and that leads to the development of the zygote. ಇವಾಗ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ? that leads to the development of zygote formation ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. Now this zygote once again developed into what? A multicellular okay what was green colored what sporophyte, diploid sporophyte ಮತ್ತೆ formation ಆಗುತ್ತೆ because the zygote is a diploid. Zygote is a diploid. Now once again this zygote is developed into what the zygote is developed in a green colored multicellular gametophyte. ಮತ್ತೆ gametophyte formation. Sorry, gametophyte ಅಲ್ಲ. Now this zygote once again that is undergoes differentiate. Now the zygote undergoes differentiate and that forms into green colored multicellular diploid sporophyte. ಮತ್ತೆ sporophyte formation ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. So in pteridophytes sporophyte is the dominant phase. Now this diploid sporophyte is the dominant phase in case of pteridophytes. So that completes the characteristic features of the pteridophytes. ನೋಡಿ ತುಂಬಾ ಕಷ್ಟ ಏನಿಲ್ಲ, ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಇಯರ್ ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಹಂಗೆ ಅನಿಸ್ತಾ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ಕ್ಯಾರೆಕ್ಟರ್ಸ್ ಅನ್ನ ಒನ್ ಬೈ ಒನ್ ಕ್ಲೀನ್ ಆಗಿ ಸ್ಟಡಿ ಮಾಡಿದಾಗ ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಈಸಿ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಓಕೆ, ಲೆಟ್ ಅಸ್ ಸಿ once again the characters of pteridophytes. ಸಿಂಪಲ್ ಆಗಿ ಹೇಳ್ಬಿಡ್ತೀನಿ, 5 ಮಾರ್ಕ್ ಕ್ವೆಶ್ಚನ್ ಇದು. ರೈಟ್ ದ ಕ್ಯಾರೆಕ್ಟರಿಸ್ಟಿಕ್ ಫೀಚರ್ಸ್ ಆಫ್ pteridophytes ಅಂತ ಕೇಳ್ತಾರೆ. ಅವಾಗ ನೀವು ರೈಟ್ ಅಟ್ ಲೀಸ್ಟ್ 8 ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ಸ್, 8 ಕ್ಯಾರೆಕ್ಟರ್ಸ್ ಆದ್ರೂ ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿ ಬರೀಬೇಕು ನೀವು, ಸರಿಯಾಗಿ ಕೇಳಿ. ಸೊ pteridophytes ತಗೊಂಡಾಗ pteridophytes includes R styles and ferns. ಸೆಕೆಂಡ್ ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ ಹೋಗೋಣ. pteridophytes ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಟೆರೆಸ್ಟ್ರಿಯಲ್ ಪ್ಲಾಂಟ್ಸ್. ಯಾಕೆ ಟೆರೆಸ್ಟ್ರಿಯಲ್ ಪ್ಲಾಂಟ್ಸ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಲ್ಯಾಂಡ್ ಪ್ಲಾಂಟ್ಸ್ ಅಂತ. Now these pteridophytes are developed first vascular tissues like xylem and phloem. Yes, these are called as first vascular plants or first tracheophytes ಅಂತ ಕರೀತೀವಿ. Now generally pteridophytes are found in moist, cool, dampy, shady and sandy places. Now the plant body of the pteridophytes is called diploid sporophyte and it is differentiated into roots irutte, stem irutte, leaves irutte. Leaves ತಗೊಂಡಾಗ in pteridophytes the leaves are called as sporophytes. In some pteridophytes the leaves are small size are called as microsporophytes. ಏನೇನೆ microsporophytes. Example is Selaginella. And in some pteridophytes the leaves are large in size, okay, are called as macrosporophytes. Example ferns, towel. But in now this why the pteridophytes plant body is called the sporophyte? Because they have sporangia. Sporangia present on leaf-like appendages are called as sporophytes. Sometimes now these sporophytes were arranged and forms a compact structure were called as strobili or core. Now this sporangia releases spores. Sporangia ಮತ್ತೆ spores ಅನ್ನು ರಿಲೀಸ್ ಮಾಡುತ್ತೆ. Now whenever the spores fall on the suitable substratum or soil, now the spores were germinated into small multicellular photosynthetic green colored photosynthetic gametophyte were called a prothallus. Now this why it is a gametophyte? Why the prothallus is a gametophyte? Because it consists of gametes producing 6 organs. Like male 6 organ called an antheridium and female 6 organ called an archegonium. The antheridium releases male gametes called anthrozoids. Whenever that anthrozoids fuses with the egg present in the archegonium, that produce a diploid zygote. Now this diploid zygote undergoes differentiation and that leads to the development of a diploid sporophyte. In pteridophytes, sporophyte is the dominant phase. Which is the dominant phase in the pteridophytes? Sporophyte. Diploid sporophyte is the dominant phase in the pteridophytes. So that completes the characteristic features of the pteridophytes. Next we will go for the spores condition in pteridophytes. Thank you. We will continue in another class.